Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak, and welcome to our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Well, first of all, let me wish you happy summer solstice, and this is also officially the first day of summer. It is also the longest day of the year, and from this point on, the sun will travel south again. This morning is a completely clear sky. There's not a single piece of cloud up there. It is a beautiful morning, and I would like to share what I see with you with these photos. Okay, let's get to today's video. The goal of my YouTube channel is to make home cooking practical, efficient, and intuitive. Use my fast cooking system. The word fast is the acronym for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. In this video, I'm going to focus on the aspect of template-based cooking. And when you use template-based cooking, you can make home cooking intuitive rather than repetitive. With intuition, you are provided with the freedom to create many variations of the basic template. Let's use a basic template for making fried rice as an example. So the first requirement of the template is that you must have a wok with a good non-stick cooked surface, which means that your wok should be well seasoned. Next step, you are going to stir fry some egg in the wok and create some scrambled eggs. This is followed by adding some moisture-free cooked rice into the wok. The next step is to break up the rice as much as possible. Depending on the rice that you use and also the amount of moisture in the rice, you will fry the rice until it have a slightly crispy texture. It might take 30 seconds or it might take 1 to 2 minutes. And then you will add whatever ingredients that you want to go with the fried rice. It could be vegetables ingredients or meat ingredients as long as they cut up into small pieces that will fit into the fried rice. Most of the time, the ingredients should be already cooked, or it could be cooked very rapidly. You then season the fried rice according to your flavor preference. After you mix everything thoroughly, the fried rice is ready to be served. Simple, right? Indeed it is. And by using this basic template, you can almost make any kind of fried rice that you would like. Okay, let's go into the kitchen. I'm going to show you how I execute this template. And the decision that I made based on the ingredients that I have on hand as well as the flavor that I preferred. I'm going to use my Cucina 14-inch stainless steel wok to cook this dish. I start out with 2 tablespoons of canola oil after I have heated up the wok for about 30 to 40 seconds. I'm going to use the method called spot seasoning to create a non-stick cooked surface on the stainless steel wok. You can take a look at this video by learning more information about this method, which is very simple. Basically, I heat up the wok until it starts to smoke gently. And then I turn down the heat. Depending on the stove that you use, you might want to turn off the heat completely. And I let the wok to smoke for another 15 seconds. And this is the time when the wok is being seasoned. Using this method, it will be guaranteed that your egg will not stick to the surface of the wok. So at this point, I turn the heat back up to high before I add the eggs to the wok. I use 6 eggs to cook this fried rice, and I season the eggs before I beat them up. At this point, the oil is very hot, so as soon as I add the eggs to the wok, you notice that the eggs start to bubble almost immediately. I use the wok spatula to move the cooked egg around. As you can see right here, the egg did not stick to the wok at all. This means the wok is well seasoned. I then use the wok spatula to break the egg up into small pieces. Next, I add the cooked rice to the wok. This rice has been stored in the refrigerator for about 2 days to reduce its moisture content. This is of obvious importance because if the rice has too much moisture, it would not fry properly. Here is a modification that I have done to this basic template, which is the rice that I use in cooking this fried rice. Instead of using the normal jasmine rice, I use basmati rice instead. The grain of a basmati rice is very different because they are long and slender, and they primarily grown in India, Pakistan, and Nepal. Another very interesting aspect about basmati rice is that after you cook them, they expand lengthwise to retain their slender shape, which is very different from other types of rice. This makes the cooked rice grains separate and distinct from each other rather than aggregate together. Now I'm ready to put in the ingredients for my fried rice. The first ingredients I'm going to put in is some stems as well as leaves of cauliflowers. And then I cut up the leaves. This normally I have thrown them away, but I decided I might as well make use of them. And when I cut them up into small size like this, they cook very fast with the fried rice. And they provide excellent flavor as well as texture to the fried rice. And next, I add some frozen edamame as well as frozen corn to the fried rice. Well, there's several advantages of adding these ingredients to the fried rice. First of all, it makes the fried rice go a little bit farther, and probably more importantly, that it will allow me to eat more vegetables. I add the frozen corn as well as the frozen edamame directly from freezer to the rice. Since they are already cooked, all I need to do is to warm them up in the fried rice. If I am in a hurry and want to cook this fried rice really fast, I probably will put them in the microwave for about a couple minutes to thaw them out a little bit before I add them to the fried rice. This will accelerate the cooking process. The next step is simply stir fry all the contents until the cauliflower stem and leaves pretty much cook to how you like it. I like them to be a little bit crunchy. And of course, during the same time period, the frozen corn and edamame will be thawed out. During this cooking step, in making the fried rice, you basically can add almost anything you would like. Anything that is either already cooked or doesn't have to be cooked very much at all, or something that can cook relatively quickly while you are stir frying the fried rice. If you like to include some meat, you can put in anything that are already cooked, such as ham, hot dog, salami. Any of those type of meat could be very useful. And next, I'm going to season the fried rice. I'm going to use the seasoning agents from my masala dabur, which is an Indian spice box, and inside it has 7 containers, and I kept 7 of my most frequently used seasoning agents. I really enjoy using the masala dabur because each time when I open the box, I have all these 7 seasoning agents available to me immediately. For this fried rice, I'm going to season it with 1 teaspoon of mushroom seasoning, half teaspoon of lemon pepper, half teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, and 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. I find that the masala dabur make a huge difference in my creativity in seasoning my dishes because all of the seasoning agents are available to me in front right I need them. It gives me more reason and opportunity to try out different combinations. After a quick taste test, I decided I'm going to add half tablespoon of oyster sauce. To add some color to the dish, I add half cup of a solid cabbage mix. Since I don't need to cook them, all I have to do is to mix them up well with rest of the fried rice. And this fried rice is done. The total cook time is a little bit less than 10 minutes. So the main component of this fried rice is very simple. All it has egg, and I have the cauliflower stem and leaf that I've prepped in advance. And then I use some frozen corn and frozen edamame. And finally, I add a little bit of a vegetable salad mix. The basic step of the template is also very simple. I start out with the egg, scramble them in a wok, and then I add the rice, and after I cook the rice for a period of time until they start to slightly crisp, I add the rest of the ingredients, I season it, mix everything well, and the rice is done. And the main point I would like to make is that this is a template rather than a recipe. And by following the basic step of this template, you can substitute the ingredients to create a different fried rice each time. And by using basmati rice instead of jasmine rice, the fried rice turned out actually quite different. I won't say that I like it better than jasmine rice, but I do not mind to alternate between these two types of rice when I make fried rice. Again, the switch between jasmine rice and the basmati rice is a substitution of these ingredients in a basic template. Before I develop my template-based cooking, I do not make fried rice often. Because each time when I make fried rice, I make it exactly the same way, and pretty quickly I get bored. And with this approach, it entirely changed my way of how I look at fried rice. And with template-based cooking, now I make fried rice at least once a week, particularly to use up whatever the ingredients that I have left. I post a video each day to introduce my fast cooking system so that you can make home cooking as part of your everyday routine. If you would like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.